You're listening to IOE Insights, the UCL Institute of Education podcast at University College London.
We have the privilege today of having Professor Dimitriou. He's an authority on sleep and many disorders linked to sleep. So my first question to you, and with a very, very warm welcome,
Thank you.
is, we keep talking about sleep, especially in my clinic, because dermatology, skin, sleep, huge relationship. I tell them what I know best, but I'm sure I want to know more from the professor with so much work behind you in sleep. What is good sleep?
So good sleep is not only duration of sleep, it's also quality. So this is what I tend to say, that you can sleep 10 hours, but if you have fragmented sleep, and what I mean by that you are waking up at night frequently for different reasons, be it just waking up because you are worried about something, or is it because you have any medical conditions, this is not going to be a good sleep. But in general, I would say about 8 hours for adults would be perfect number of sleep duration.
Lovely. How do I just switch off and fall asleep? Can you give me 3 best practices?
So regular sleep is really important, regular hours. And also there is this very important connection between sleep and diet as well. So going to bed, not eating heavy foods and etc. Also having good sleeping environment, dark areas. So for example, having either dark curtains, as long as you are able to secrete your melatonin.
So when you go to bed, the thoughts are repeating and repeating and repeating. And I've been seeing all these advices which randomly pop up and they say, get up, start writing everything, then you know that's rested and then you go to bed. But in my case, if I get up, switch the light on, write everything, I am fully alert.
Awake.
Then my sleep is gone.
So that, what you've just said, is absolutely true. We would say that you have to unload your cognitive thinking and etc. and write it down and think about the fact that you can't do anything today. You need to just get to your sleep and think about the fact that you have something to do tomorrow. It's tomorrow, it's not today. I understand that sometimes it's difficult, but if you cannot fall asleep, you just have to get up.
Fantastic. So what would you then tell all the children who get into bed and then start scrolling?
I would say that they need to put that away.
Yeah.
In general, I say that they can't have their social media and their phones next to their bed. That needs to be taken away. However, I always also say that there are individual differences. We know more about neurodivergent people, about autistic people, about people with ADHD. And sometimes they need something to calm themselves down. So there's something about individuals themselves.
Wow, yeah.
And if that calms them down, that's absolutely fine. Because as long as you can fall asleep and facilitate good night's sleep, that's fine. But in general, I would say no. And I'm sure that you would also say that we shouldn't be on our phones as well.
And what's the wake-up routine? Many people I see wake up and immediately start scrolling, or wake up and immediately jump into a task. Some people tell me, but I'm not a morning person, so they're kind of laying in bed, they're just twisting and take an hour to get out of bed. And many people say we get up and have coffee the first thing, otherwise I can't wake myself up or I'm not alert. And a lot of people say, but I don't like anything to eat. The morning fast, people who are doing intermittent fast don't have anything in the morning till late. So my question is, what is the best practice? I understand there's individual preferences, but what's the best practice in the morning when you wake up?
The best practice is to get up from bed.
Get out of the bed.
You do not stay in bed. As I said, bed is to sleep. And when we look at the data, for example, how many hours somebody is in bed and duration of sleep, this is what is important. Sometimes it's exactly as you said. We see that somebody is sleeping for 8 hours, yet is staying in bed for 10, 11 hours. That should be removed. Bed is for our beauty sleep. So I would say to optimize our sleep is actually not to stay in bed. It's to actually freshen up, go and I think more and more individuals are aware about the importance of yoga, importance of meditating and etc. in the morning. We are seeing more and more young people. I've seen yeah. So there are peer-reviewed papers on physical activities in the morning, on meditation as well, which is helpful. Would you have any, for example, 3 pointers that you would say are so important for your skin? For me, for example, is I really want everybody to sleep, optimize your sleep.
Yeah.
But I can only say that if people understand how important it is also to look after your skin, dermatology, nutrition, and etc. What would be three things that you would say are important for you?
One, of course, I would again reiterate and say sleep.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the cheapest thing you can do to the skin. Sleep well, isn't it?
I always say that.
Yeah.
Sleep well
Yeah.
is your free tutor. It's good for your skin, as we say.
Yeah. So 1 is good sleep, 2 is good gut, 3 is just skin hygiene. So then you go to bed at the right temperature. So this much of skin care will also help you sleep well and in turn help the skin as well.
Thank you, Dr. Shetty. I have now clear vision, and I'm sure everybody can see now how important it is to connect sleep with skin and our health in general.
Sleep is such a healer, such a calming agent, of course, and so much important for rejuvenation and repair, and also so much important for the mood and beauty. So that's why it's called as beauty sleep. It's not just an old saying. Sayings don't come just like that,
No,
you
they
say.
don't.
There is always something to it, and there's an ancient intelligence who knew before we ended up studying what was the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
So therefore, it's called beauty sleep, and sleep away, all my beautiful people. Get up and look at yourself and say, voila, I'm so beautiful.